Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Alvin here. I'll keep this video short, hopefully. 5 things that I wish I knew in my 20s, while I was toy collecting, selling, and also investing, which I started very, very, very late. Investing as in, investing in other vehicles other than toy collecting, which is not an investment. But again, these 5 things I wish to touch upon. I'm 40 years old, so for those who have clicked on this video, you have something to take from it, as I tell you what I feel with these 5 things that I have. So first up, I wish I knew in my 20s to start a budget before I even made my purchase for my first, toy or figurine or anything that I collected back in the day. I actually did that in my last video, which all of you were very, enthusiastically commenting in that video about why I quit action figure collecting. You can click on this video over here, this card right there, and then maybe put your own thoughts in the matter. But for me, back in the day, when I was very young, I actually saved up to purchase my first line of figures, which was again the McFarlane Toys Metal Gear Solid. But somehow I did not do that later on. Every time there was something new, I would start buying first, putting on my credit card, then trying to pay it off. Thankfully, I did not owe the credit card anything every month. I tried to pay that in full, but of course that left me with very little to no money as the months at hand. I was basically living paycheck to paycheck, which you should not do. Budget out your amount first and see whether you can afford to collect before you even embark on it. Do that first, and that is my takeaway for you for a very first point. I may touch on it, more later down in the other videos, but this will be a very short first point. The second thing that I want to talk about is collecting, especially toys, was never an investment. Why I say toy collecting, selling, and investing related, as now I'm in my 40s, is I actually started my very first job in Singapore with a very reputable toy selling company who specializes in collectible toys. And as the people that were coming in to buy the toys, there were a few that actually bought the toys as an investment vehicle. Why would I know that? It's because they bought the toys in bulk, not wholesale, retail price. The consumers were actually coming in, buying them in cases, thinking that it will resell more down the road. True, there may have been some that can resell to gain a quick buck, but over time, as with me who has been reselling on eBay for so long, I can tell you very frankly that if you can actually get, the sum of it equal to what you can get back as a whole, then you are very lucky. Very, very lucky actually. But I'll be very frank with you, you will actually lose more money, more so than if you were to buy them as an investment vehicle. I'd rather you put your money towards stocks or real estate, which over time actually gives you more returns rather than toys. There are other collectibles that may give you more returns or actually give you better returns rather than toys. So I'll be very frank with you, toys was never an investment. And if you think otherwise, you can maybe comment down below, but I'll be very honest with you, toys was never investment, at least to me. Third thing that I would like to touch upon is the toy companies doesn't care about you. They don't. They don't care about you. They would make the figures to sell the figures to turn a profit. so that the company can keep going. And that is rightfully so, because in this day and age now, toys are, as with our salary, the price of toys has actually gone up quite a few folds. And they have to keep up with inflation and other outside issues that make the prices of things that we consumers deem more expensive. And if you think that the toy companies actually care about you, you are very, very sorely mistaken. You are better off keeping your money, with you. You want to invest in something else and be happy with your investment, and then take that investment, the returns, and then spend it on toys will be a better alternative rather than putting your hard-earned money to the toy companies who will churn out the same characters over and over again, which is brought me to my fourth point, is that there will always be the same characters made over and over again. Yes, some will be a variant of it, but again, isn't it the same character? Like, for instance, if you are a Transformers fan, I remember very, very sincerely that when the Transformers Masterpiece MP01 was released, my god, that figure was amazing. Die cast, heavy, everything. And then a repaint of it, Ultra Magnus. Again, yes, it's technically a different character, but it's the same mold in a different paint job. And then you have Black Convoy. Same mold, black. It boggles my mind that we will be kind of FOMOed into it because we are collecting as a series, as a line. Then of course, later down the road, they made another Optimus Prime with the Convoy, the trailer. Okay, that is not a diecast, but you get my drift. It's another character, which I put it to you sincerely. Do you need that? If you have the first one, I was one of those that would buy into it. Like I said, I will buy the horror figures. I will buy the variants of Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, because they appeared in so many and many movies. Yes, you can collect. I'm not saying, again, you can come into the comments and then comment down below that you can buy different. I'm not saying not to buy the different outfits of the same character, but do you really need the same character over and over again? And then, as the years gone by, I'm 40 and I started my collection in my 20s. It's been 20 years. There's so many versions and better versions of the same character now. So I put it to you, you are better off just buying that one figure and then move on to another one. I know, again, the FOMO of it, you have the fear of missing out. You need to buy it. But again, if you really want to buy, I would urge you to start the budget before you buy the characters or your toy line or whatever you are into. The budget would really save you. Put money aside, and the fun money, I call that. I learned it the hard way. I was living paycheck to paycheck. I can literally see my account to zero. I hope my wife doesn't see this. But I've learned my ways, and I always budget out before I purchase something. Yes, you can put it on a credit card, but at least it's on a budget that you can pay off, and not the credit card companies, or even worse, don't even pay it off, and then you have to pay the interest on it. And last but not least is to be happy collecting. As again, I mentioned, I was with a reputable toy company who specializes in selling collectibles. I've seen many of them that come in. They will always come in with a bit of worry. I don't know. That worry When I was young, I didn't really realize it until now that I realized it in my late 30s that the worry was really dumbstruck by me that they would keep at it even though they are worried, they are frustrated by it. Is when they pre-order, they come in, they are worried that the pre-orders are so many that they can't keep up with the pre-orders. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a given that when we toy collect, we can go overboard. You need to be happy when you're collecting. If it frustrates you, take a step back. I know it's hard, but you need to take a step back. Look at your finances. Look at where you are. Literally look everywhere in your house. How much of space you have. For me, I'm in Singapore. Space is really a constraint. It's a given that you need to be happy with your collection. And if you're not happy, then do something about it. Yeah, you have to be firm. I know it's hard, but you need to, just try to be happy while you're collecting. You do need to take steps with it. I might do another video about doing how I did it. And then I do believe that many of you who are watching this video can hopefully learn or at least be mindful of these 5 things that I wish I knew in my 20s. And if you are starting, collecting now, and if you're in your 20s, hopefully these 5 things would help you down the road as you collect. Because as collectors, we will continue collecting. You may not continue collecting the same toys or the same collectible range, but we will collect something. It's in our blood. So yeah, thank you for watching. Anyone for watching all my last video, my recent videos, and even in this video. So take care, everyone. I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye bye.